I take shelter of Parma Shakti and Sri Bhagavan Purush. It is commonly thought that Brahmadev is the creator of this universe. Why? Even the knowers of the Vedas and the Puranas say this. Nevertheless, this arises out of a faulty perception. For the Brahma which they speak of is the cosmic, collective, creative intelligence, also known as Brahman, of which this Brahmadev is but a temporal expression of, notwithstanding the billions of years that his lifetime comprises. And yes, this Brahma is even seen as the supreme God by many, being addressed by sundry names throughout the different cultures existing, not only on this planet, but all over our universe. This glorious Brahma can be likened to our universal ancestor. However, he is but a co-creator of this vast material universe, as are all of us, each and every one. Indeed, we are all microcosms within an inconceivably endless macrocosm. And so many people know about Brahma's Shakti, his power, his energy, which is manifested and personified as his universal mate, Saraswati Ma. But alas, she has for far too long now been treated as if she was some sort of second fiddle. Ah, this is wrong, my friends. And if you but search your heart, you will agree with me. And women folk, I'm not speaking like this in order to win points with any of you. No. I'm simply doing this for a reason that defies description, only to be grasped by those whose hearts have melted out of an inconceivable love. Just see, how can this Brahmadeva be the creator of us all, when it is widely known that he is born out of the lotus flower which springs out of Mahavishnu's navel, Nabi? This means that even Brahma has a creator, huh? And most would assume that Mahavishnu is Brahmadev's source, right? But wait. And many Orthodox will disagree with what I am about to say next. But it's okay, because I have literally been preparing myself my entire life in order to talk of these things. And so, all of these orthodoxies the world over can just go swim in the shallow puddle of their pompous reasonings. You see, our Mahavishnu, prior to any of the countless universes which emanate from him, is experiencing what is called Yoga Nidra. The term yoga comes from the root yukta, which means to link. And once this link occurs, it is called yoga, which means union. Nidra means sleep. And so, Mahavishnu is lying on the causal ocean of infinite space, sleeping, dreaming. Basically, he is blissfully unaware of any and all material forms. But Mahavishnu is not just floating on these causal waters you see. Mahavishnu is resting on Ananta Sheshanaga. And who is, and what means this Ananta Sheshanaga? Well, Ananta means endless. Shesha means that which remains after all illusions have dropped. Interchangeably, Shesha also means head. Huh? This head means the pure ego, and or that spotless identity which always survives any and all cosmic cataclysms and or disillusions, destructions, changes. In short, the real person. When a material universe dissolves, pralaya, only the real remains. And Naga? Naga here means serpent, which according to the ancients has always symbolized wisdom. So here we see that the sleeping Mahavishnu is also taking shelter. Taking shelter of the unlimited headed serpent of wisdom, who has so lovingly formed itself into a spiral coil, thus forming a bed for Mahavishnu. So then, one might even think that the thousand-headed serpent Ananta Shesh is the creator, right? Since it is seen that even Mahavishnu is taking shelter of his boundless grace. But wait, remember Saraswati and Brahma? Well, Mahavishnu also is accompanied by his eternal consort, and I find it quite telling that she is not sleeping alongside Mahavishnu. Her name is Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. So, what is she doing? Though she is also right next to Mahavishnu on this serpent bed, she is not laying down, no. Instead, she is sitting at his lotus feet, massaging them, as she attempts to rouse her beloved from his blissful slumber. In other words, Lakshmi is awake while Mahavishnu sleeps. Nevertheless, we will also address her later. But lo and behold, even Ananta Sheshanaga can be seen taking shelter of the waters of the black oneness ocean of infinitely abysmal space, known as Ekarnuva. Eka meaning one, Nava meaning ocean. Be that as it may, a liquid cannot rest without a vessel. And so, even this Ananta Sheshanaga, this wisdom serpent of 1,000 heads, cannot possibly be the ultimate creator. Earlier, I provided certain hints. I mentioned Saraswati and Lakshmi. Yes? Aha! And now we get to the real stuff. I take shelter of the mother of all beings, who resides as the Shakti, energy of all, and supporting all. For then we see that endless snake as the cosmic spirit umbilical cord, that dreaming Vishnu as the eternal soul, and Brahma as the most glorious depiction of dualistic separatism that got us all into this fine mess in the first place. And all along, we see Shakti in her many forms, but most of all, realizing that all of us are forever in her womb, which we erroneously call space. This is what this world needs, but it has always needed. People talk of the Holy Spirit. People talk of the nurturer, calling the Holy Spirit the nurturer. But who is more nurturing than our mother, our great mother, God? For she is beyond gender, even though she is she. Jai Mahamaya, mother of all that be.